They say good things come to those who wait, and if that's the case, then I'm expecting this trip to be absolutely incredible. To be honest, it's been quite a trek to get down here. We started off with a 12-hour flight from New York to Santiago. Then we had another flight, which was about an hour and a half from Santiago to the small town of Temuco. And now we're on the final leg of our journey, which is a 100-mile road trip into the middle of the Chilean Patagonian rainforest. And that should give you a sense of just how remote this place actually is. Now, these guys have been internationally recognized for their work in sustainability and scientific research into the environment. And if that wasn't enough to entice me to come down here, I hear that their accommodations are really unique. So I'm looking forward to getting up there and checking it all out. Hola, we finally made it here. Welcome to Huilo Huilo Biological Reserve right here in the Patagonia rainforest. You know, this part of Chile is still relatively undiscovered, and the reserve itself is part of a sustainable development based on three essential elements: integration of community, conservation through scientific research, and of course, sustainable tourism. Now, there are 8 buildings on the property, each one of them just as unique and diverse as the surroundings. And the first thing that you notice when you get here is everything, and I mean everything, is made up of wood, which I guess makes a lot of sense because we are in the middle of the Patagonia rainforest. So let's check in and explore this place just a little bit further. Hey, how are you? Thank you very much. You ready to check in? I'm here with Ignatius, the general manager. Ignatius, tell me a little bit about what exactly is the Huilo Huilo Biological Reserve.
Well, Huilo is a biological reserve that was founded in the year 2000. It comprises 100,000 hectares and is based mostly in 3 fundamental pillars.
Okay.
First one is the conservation of the natural heritage and culture. Second is the sustainable tourism. The third one is the integration of the local community.
Yeah. Now, tell me why this place is so good for ecotourism.
Well, you have the beautiful landscape, rainforests, rivers, mountains. You have the social factor that the money that you spend here, some of them come back to the community. And the third one is that we have 5 very good conservation programs.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned earlier about integration of local community. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, currently 80% of the staff are from the local community.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow. In speaking with Ignatius, he had mentioned that this area is part of a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, and it actually sits in the Chilean Patagonian temperate rainforest. And what does that mean? It rains all the time. In fact, they told me earlier that it might rain about 10 months of the year here. Now, the good news is they said it's supposed to clear up later. But before we get into anything else, let's go check out some of the world-famous accommodations here. This was the first hotel built on the property, the aptly named Montaña Mágica, which means Magic Mountain. And as you can see behind me, I personally am in awe. I have never seen anything as unique and strange as this hotel. It has 12 rooms, each with a bathroom, and it even comes with its own waterfall. You know, the rooms really are like something out of a fairy tale, and they're really surprisingly cozy. I wonder if Tinkerbell will leave a little chocolate on my pillow tonight. Keeping with the theme of bringing outdoors inside, the waterfall that you actually seen outside on Magic Mountain comes into the building, runs through a reception, and exits out at the restaurant on the other side. The building behind me is the Noto Fargas Hotel, by far the most distinctive building on the property. And yes, it's actually built to look like a tree so that it blends in with its surroundings here in the rainforest. It's quite the feat of engineering and architecture. There are 55 rooms. Some of those are double-level suites, each one of them having an incredible view of the rainforest and the volcano. And then up top is an impressive rooftop terrace. From this vantage point, you get a real sense of where you are. Snow-capped volcano, surrounded by trees. I can hear the river in the distance. It really is breathtaking. This is just one of the rooms at the Noto Fargas Hotel, and this particular suite actually has 2 levels. Up here, we have the sitting area, And downstairs, we have the master bedroom, which has a super king-size bed to give you an incredible night's sleep. But what's most impressive about this suite is it is one of the best views that you'll ever see. And when you do need to take a bath, what better way to do it than in a jacuzzi with a view of the volcano? This hotel has a really unique shape to it, and to be honest, housekeeping must really hate it. But when I said it was built within the trees and within the forest, I really wasn't kidding. The latest property to be built on the site is the fungi kingdom. Kind of pays homage to the fact that there's fungi here everywhere. And unsurprisingly, it's shaped like a mushroom. It has won several awards over the years, and one in particular was for this canopy village, which are small cabins up in the trees that families can actually camp out on right in the middle of nature. As unique as the accommodations are here at the Wheelo Wheelo Resort, it's just as important that the food is good, and are almost fanatical here about A, the quality of their food, and B, that everything is sourced locally. One of the options to eat is at the restaurant, Noro Fagu, and it offers a full a la carte menu. They also have an extensive buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And who doesn't love a buffet? But the most exclusive dining experience here on the reserve is here at the Nawelpi Lodge, where you can sit and enjoy a cocktail by the fireplace before you go into the dining room and have the executive chef prepare your meal. So while the accommodations and food are spectacular, I still have something very special to show you. Well, hello there, and welcome to what, in my opinion, is one of the most luxurious cabins in any rainforest around the world, the Nawelpi Lodge. There are 12 cabins, each one of them built using materials sourced locally. For example, this fireplace right here is built with a stone called laka, which was taken from a nearby volcano. Now, as with all the other structures here at Wheelo Wheelo, everything, literally everything, is built with wood. Now here is a prime example of when they built this place, they wanted to do very little to interfere with the local environment, so they've literally built around this tree and left it here. But we'll actually see more examples of that later. Each cabin comes with a full bathroom, a double vanity, and even has a jacuzzi tub with a beautiful view. As you would expect in a cabin of this quality, you're going to get a great night's sleep in a super king-size bed. And every morning that you wake up, the first thing that you're going to see is the Patagonia rainforest. And wow, what an amazing view that is. Now, I'm actually having to raise my voice just a little bit now because the Fui River runs directly beneath us here, and you can almost feel the power of it from up here. However, let me show you my favorite part. What better way to end the day than on your own private balcony, in a wood-powered hot tub, listening to a raging river, watching the sunset, drinking the finest Scotch whiskey in the world in the middle of the Patagonia rainforest. Salute.